Taiwan detects 43 Chinese warplanes and 7 ships around self-governing island China, sent 43 warplanes and 7 naval vessels near the island of Taiwan in 24 hours. The latest sign that Beijing plans no let-up in its campaign of harassment, threats, and intimidation. The Taiwanese military said 37 of the Chinese aircraft were reported to have crossed the median line of the Taiwan Strait between mainland China and the island. In response to Chinese military activities, Taiwan closely monitored the situation, deploying jet fighters, dispatching ships, and activating land-based missile systems. These actions represent standard procedures for countering Chinese military actions, which often include entering Taiwan's air defense identification zone without breaching its actual airspace. The frequency and assertiveness of China's maneuvers have increased notably since the visit of former U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi to Taiwan in August 2022. China, in protest of her trip to Taiwan, which Beijing regards as a part of its territory to be reunified through force if necessary, suspended military communication with the United States. China views Taiwan as an integral part of its territory and routinely conducts military exercises in the vicinity of the self-governed island. The possibility of employing force to assert control over Taiwan has not been ruled out. China's military actions are perceived as attempts to erode Taiwanese morale, strain the island's pilots and military personnel, and wear down its equipment. Despite these challenges, the concept of de facto independence enjoys widespread support among Taiwanese voters. To bolster its defense capabilities, Taiwan has increased its defense budget, procured new equipment from the United States, its primary ally, and initiated domestic production of certain items, including submarines. At an international defense forum in Beijing on Monday, China's second-ranking military official General Zhang Yuxia reiterated threats by the Chinese government to retaliate against moves toward establishing Taiwan's formal independence, saying that no matter who tries to split Taiwan from China in any form, China and the Chinese military will never allow that to happen. Zhang, who is also vice chairman of the Central Military Commission, which oversees the world's largest standing military, opened the 3-day event in the absence of former Defense Minister General Li Shangfu, who would have normally hosted the event. These radar systems, a testament to Taiwan's technological prowess, were the nation's first line of defense. They were optimized to detect even the stealthiest of Chinese aircraft, like the J-20 fighters. The radar system, developed by the National Chung-Shan Institute of Science and Technology, was a passive one. It did not emit radiation, but detected reflected radar signals, making it difficult to locate and counter. Li was removed from his position last week after a 2-month absence from public view. The government has not provided any reason for his removal. This early detection was a crucial moment for Taiwan. It was a testament to their preparedness and resilience in the face of potential threats. But it was also an alarming moment. It was a stark reminder of the ever-looming shadow of China, a powerful neighbor with intentions not always aligned with Taiwan's interests. Taiwan's military, upon detection, was immediately alerted. The nation's defenses were bolstered, ready to respond to any potential escalation. For the Taiwanese, this was not just about protecting their land. It was about safeguarding their sovereignty, their freedom, their way of life. The detection of the Chinese warplanes and ships was a wake-up call, a call to arms. It was a clear message from China, a demonstration of their military might and a challenge to Taiwan's resolve. This was not just a simple flyby, but a clear display of power from China. As more Chinese warplanes and ships were detected, the tension between Taiwan and China escalated. It's like a storm brewing on the horizon, each detection of a Chinese warplane or ship serving as a chilling reminder of the looming threat. The region, once a calm sea of diplomatic relations, is now a tempest of geopolitical tensions. It seems evident that China's intentions towards Taiwan are far from friendly. The continual detection of Chinese forces around the self-governing island is not just a show of power, it's a clear message. A message that China is not afraid to flex its military muscle in its pursuit of Taiwan. But what does this mean for Taiwan? It's like being a small bird trapped in the gaze of a hungry hawk. Yet Taiwan is not just a helpless prey. It's a nation with its own identity, its own history, and its own will to protect its sovereignty. In response to the threats, Taiwan has not backed down. Instead, it has risen to the challenge. The accidental reveal of a mobile truck-mounted radar system optimized for detecting Chinese J-20 stealth fighters on the Penghu Island group is a testament to this. It's a bold move, A clear statement that Taiwan is prepared to counter any threat. It's a symbol of Taiwan's resilience and determination to protect its land and its people. Yet the rising tensions are not contained within the region. They ripple out, affecting the global community. And the recent breach of U.S. airspace by a Chinese spy balloon is a wake-up call to the world. It exposes a potential gap in U.S. aerospace security, a gap that could be exploited in the event of an escalating conflict. But it's not just about military threats and security breaches, it's about sovereignty and identity. It's about a nation's right to self-determination. It's about Taiwan's right to exist as an independent entity, free from the threat of being swallowed up by a larger power. The continual detection of Chinese forces around Taiwan is not just a sign of rising tensions. It's a call to action, a plea for the international community to stand with Taiwan to support its fight for sovereignty. This is not just a standoff, it's a struggle for sovereignty and identity. So, where does this leave Taiwan, China, and the rest of the world today? In the grand chessboard of international politics, Taiwan finds itself in a precarious position. The recent detection of a high number of Chinese warplanes and ships in its vicinity has sparked concerns of an impending conflict. The deployment of a truck-mounted radar system on the Penghu Island group is a testament to Taiwan's commitment to safeguard its sovereignty. This system, optimized for detecting Chinese J-20 stealth fighters, bolsters Taiwan's early warning capabilities, marking a significant step in strengthening its defense mechanisms. On the other side of the strait, China continues to flex its military muscles. The steady increase in its space capabilities, coupled with alleged preparations for assault operations against Taiwan, has sent shockwaves across the globe. The recent breach of U.S. airspace by a Chinese spy balloon has only added to the growing apprehension, exposing potential vulnerabilities in global aerospace security. What does the future hold in this tense standoff? There are several possible scenarios. One potential outcome could see China escalating its aggressive posturing, leading to a full-blown military confrontation. Such a conflict would undoubtedly have far-reaching implications, potentially destabilizing the delicate balance of power in the Asia-Pacific region and beyond. Alternatively, there might be a diplomatic breakthrough, with international actors stepping in to mediate and prevent a military face-off. The role of the United States in particular will be crucial in this regard. However, this would require a significant shift in current geopolitical dynamics and a comprehensive strategy to address China's rising ambitions. The situation is fluid and fraught with uncertainty. However, amidst these mounting tensions, the resolve of the people of Taiwan remains unflinching. They continue to stand tall, ready to defend their land and their rights, come what may. The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear: the people of Taiwan are not backing down. So, what have we learned from this situation? Taiwan's detection of a significant number of Chinese forces in its vicinity is a clear sign of escalating tensions. The deployment of a high-tech radar on Taiwan's main island outpost, the accidental revealing of its presence, and the increasing assertiveness of China all point to a volatile situation. The current state of affairs and potential future scenarios depict a complex chess game of power, strategy, and survival. The situation between Taiwan and China is a stark reminder of the complex and often troubled relationship between nations. It begs the question: how far will a country go to assert its dominance?